All right, y'all, so we're gonna get these baits tied on. See if I can get in the package here. Make sure we don't have any trash fly out. But this is the Trace glide bait. Let's get in the package here. I mean, it's packaged pretty nicely, but ooh, all right, it comes with an extra tail as well. It's not a huge glide bait. Got some very sharp hooks on it. I can tell you that. The tail stuck a little bit under there. Get out. There we go. All right, so there it is. 6-inch glide bait. Has a nice soft tail on it. I didn't even realize it had a soft tail, so that's pretty cool. Comes with an extra. And then we got the Dangerous swim bait. And this is a line through, but it ties to, okay, it comes through and it ties through the hook, and then it pulls back through. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So let's see here. Let's get this set up right there. Let's get this bait, the packaging, throw down on the floor so we don't have any trash go flying out. And then there's our glide. So what I'm doing is I'm going to tie on the glide on my 7.3 medium heavy Mach 2. This is a 7.3 medium heavy Mach 2 combo, and I have 20-pound test P-line floor clear on here. So if you want to get any of the Mach rods or Mach gear, the line, you know, all that's linked in the description below. So be sure to check out the links. But 7.3 Mach 2, and I do believe most people throw their glide baits on snaps. So I'm actually gonna get a snap out right here in a second, and we're gonna tie on the Dangerous swim bait. And this is the Mach Crush. This is a 7-foot medium heavy Mach Crush right here. So we're gonna do the line through. I believe I just run it through the nose, I believe is what I do. All right, so getting that line through this line through was not the easiest thing in the world. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Jeez, way harder than what I thought. But we're gonna tie an improved clinch knot. Now I know a lot of y'all say, you know, Palomar, this, that, and the other. Everybody has their favorite knot. I'm a huge fan of a Palomar as well, but a good, well-tied clinch knot is not gonna come loose either. So let's take this bad boy and let's pull the hook through just like that, and I'm thinking we're good to go. I mean, we have paint coming off of this thing already, but let's see. It's a heavy bait. Ooh, it looks good in the water, I can tell you that. Runs a little bit sideways. Mine's running a little bit sideways. For the most part, it's pretty good though, I think. I think we'll be able to... Ooh, that thing looks juicy. Yep. Looks pretty good. We're gonna see if we can catch a fish on that old girl today. We're gonna set that over here, and then we're gonna get us a snap for the glide. With the line getting cut down, we're gonna throw this and see what this looks like. It's honestly gonna be hard for me to get some confidence in this. Ooh, I mean, it looks juicy. Oh my goodness. And I do have some suspended strips or suspended dots to maybe get this thing to try to sink just a little teeny bit faster, because it is slow sink. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put the rods down, we're gonna go up to the dam or up towards the dam where I believe is gonna be our best chance to be able to catch a fish on these baits. So let's go ahead, let's head up there. All right, y'all, so we idled up here to a point that's up here on the left-hand side. Been doing pretty good on this point this year so far. Been a decent amount of big fish on it. So we're gonna start right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna pick up the paddle-tail swim bait first. So we're gonna throw that first and see if we can generate a bite on that bad boy right there. So like I said, this ain't my deal. This ain't usually how I fish, but we're gonna go after it today. We're gonna go after them. So it's a brand new reel. I wanna make sure I don't just completely blow it up on the first cast. But the only thing about in here, it is a lot of pickerel. It's a lot of pickerel in here. So hopefully old Mr. Pikey Pike doesn't decide to bite my bait off, because that would suck. Especially that big glide bait, because that thing was $35. Now I know in the grand scheme of the glide bait world, I know that isn't that much money, but still sucks if something cuts off a $35 bait. Not very cool at all. But I really think that we can get a fish to bite this, or I sure hope so anyway. You know, this is what I'm going to kind of just throw around, not really relying on live scope. But, you know, the glide is probably going to be a little bit more scoping, probably. But I'm just casting this out, just a nice slow retrieve. See if we can get old big boy to eat this thing. And, you know, well, I got the net down in the floor. I guess that's good enough. It's somewhat out. Somewhat out. Just a nice slow retrieve on this. You know, water temps are 48.5, so we might see some decently aggressive fish at these water temps. If we catch one fish on both baits, I'm honestly going to say that's probably going to be a win for me. Probably going to call that a win. Just being that these are baits that I just do not really have confidence in whatsoever. So I'm trying to gain confidence in these, because I don't really know what the heck I'm doing. I've thrown them before, but especially the glide, but just never had any luck. Like zero, not even a bite. Oh God. Oh God, he bit it multiple times. Man, I have no clue how I did not catch that fish that bit my swim bait. I got that one. Oh, that feels like a good one. That is a good one. Oh, that is a good one. I was going to say, I have no clue. Oh, that is a doggone nice one right there. He choked it. Oh, God. Well, y'all. Oh, am I going to boat flip this fish? Well, let me tell y'all something. That one right there, I'm going to push my button, absolutely choked it under that spillway. God, look at that. I mean, choked it. Gone. That is a pretty fish. You just witnessed my first fish ever on a big, what I'm going to call a big bait. This bait ain't even that big, 6 inches, but I mean, look at it compared to that bass. Wow. What a nice fish. He's probably like 3.5. We'll put him on the bubble scale real quick. We'll see what he weighs just to do it. But that's a pretty fish. There we go. Ooh, he's more than I thought. 4 pounds, 4 ounces. Look at that right there. 4. All right, bigger fish than I thought. 4. I mean, he is a really nice fish. What a chunk. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Nice. Gone. Man, that was fun. Yes. All right, last cast right here. And we're going to run up into a cove. Oh no, I done got this hung in the riprap. That is not good. That is not good. We should be able to get this out, but it kind of sucks. This pocket we're going into definitely has the potential to have big fish in it, but we only have about 30 more minutes to fish. We really didn't have but about 2 hours, about 2.5 hours to fish, so didn't have a ton of time anyway, but we did catch one, and we caught a dang nice one. But I done got hung up here now. See if I can do this without destroying my boat. There we go. Back up. All right, let's work our way into a pocket. See if we can catch a fish in there. Alrighty, y'all. We are going to throw this swim bait up here, and it looks like there might be a new beaver hut up here as well. Huh. Oh, I just drug it all through some stuff, but looks like yeah, it is a new beaver hut up here. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna go and we're gonna go into this pocket, which this is a fairly shallow pocket. Ooh, yeah, we got some hydrilla on there, but it's a fairly shallow pocket. But a lot of times this time of year, these fish will go in there and stack up. So we're gonna see if we can get one out of it. That beaver hut probably has a fish on it though. A lot of hydrilla on this point. Fairly shallow. This whole side is pretty shallow, so I can't reel it, but so slow. But we definitely could have the chance to crack a big fish in here, potentially. Tell you what, it sure has clouded up a lot. Had a lot of sunshine earlier. You know, some rain's supposed to move in tonight. And I was thinking with this front coming in, it might would have had them, you know, biting this big bait, or these big baits a little bit better, but not really crushing it. Which, I mean, when you throw baits like this, you got to expect to not get bit a lot. Obviously, I could have caught more fish had I been throwing, you know, a jig or spinnerbait or something like that. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but we're out here trying to catch fish on big baits today. That was the goal. Oh God, that fish smoked it. Oh, it's a pickerel. Oh, that fish absolutely smoked it. Now he got it. He got that thing. Well, there you go. Mr. Chain Pickerel. Man, I was hoping that was going to be a bass. Dang it. He smoked it when he bit it. I figured there would definitely be a chance to catch one of them in here for sure. They love to get in this pocket. But he knocked the fire out of it when he bit it though. Yeah, goes to show that fish that ain't that big will bite this because he won't that big. Oof. Definitely feel like there should be a bass in here big enough to eat this. I mean, the water temps in here are 50.3. So pretty good water temps. Definitely warmer than it is on the main lake. So maybe we can get one to eat this thing. Maybe. I want to feel a thump. Work our way kind of back here towards the back of this pocket and see if we can get one to eat it. We're already in the grass. Might have just popped it out. Oh, dude. Oh, I just popped it. Oh, there's a bass. I was popping the grass off of it, and this bass come up and smoked it. Okay, well, there we go. I saw the water boil, and I thought that was my bait. We pegged him. Small bass on this swim bait. Look at that. You don't have to throw small baits for small bass. Small bass will bite big baits. Thank you, bud. He come up and smoked it. All right, we just need like a show enough big. That was fun. When I saw my line go off to the side, I was like, oh, this might be a giant, but it wasn't. But hey, that means there's some fish back here in this shallower water. Oh, gosh, got bit. Dang it. Well, y'all, unfortunately, this is going to be the last cast of the day. Man, ended up getting some bites on this thing. You know, right there towards the end, got a couple bites. I don't really know what the deal was, why they didn't eat it. You know, it is kind of a big bait, so they were probably up nipping at the tail end of it or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know. I was really hoping for a few more fish on it, but hey, I mean, it's tough. It's winter, and at least I did catch a pretty doggone nice one on the swim bait. So we're definitely going to come back and do this again because I didn't really get to throw the glide bait much and really dial that in, but did get some bites on this bad boy right here. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time on Gunfish TV.